Okay, so all of a sudden it's October, and it's supposed to get down to -5 tonight. So I'm gonna take what is probably the last look at the garden, which is really sad because there's so many flowers right now. Also, my hair is a mess. I apologize. It's kind of chilly out. There's so many flowers right now, and it makes me very sad that they could all be gone by the end of, or I guess by this time tomorrow. But anyways, we're gonna take a look at an October garden in Saskatchewan. Look at those. Are those not gorgeous? Okay, so the L bed is all planted. So my irises came in. I can't remember if I talked about everything that I have put in here. So I'll do a quick run through again. So I've got white tulips in here. Oh goodness. My heuchera, my dark peony, which is right there. Then I've got coneflower, more tulip bulbs in there. Then I've got, I don't know what I was thinking getting 18 irises, but there's 18 irises in here, and I'm sure I'm going to have to probably move them again next year, but that's fine. So they start there. There's 3 there, and then they come along the edge all the way to the end there. Then my daylilies, or not my daylilies, my Asiatic lilies are in the middle here, and then I've got all my daylilies. Then we come up and there's the rose bed. The roses have bounced back. Whatever pest was in them didn't like when the night started getting chilly. And so they've kind of buggered off, which is good. And so the roses have healed a little bit. I have a bunch of strawberries that I have to pick because we had been treating them so they're not edible. But they have really enjoyed the weather cooling off, if you can't tell. There's so many strawberries. I do have to go through and deal with some runners and get those sorted. Yeah, so many strawberries. And then my original bed looks so beautiful, and the impatiens are flowering, and the snaps are flowering, and the clematis are flowering again because it cooled off so much. I might take coleus clippings inside tonight. I'm not 100% sure because I usually get my coleus when annuals are cut way back. And I do still have an issue with mealy bugs in the house, on the house plants. So I don't know if I want to bring more plants in and make it so that the mealy bugs have more food. But anyhow, this is what my October garden looks like right now. And you can see it has been getting a little chilly. Like my potato vine is definitely showing damage, and I'm sure after a -5 night it's gonna show a fair amount of damage. Well, I mean, I could just show you guys in a video tomorrow if I remember. So these snaps are flowering still. Our Julia Rose is doing really well. I don't know about this peony. This is the one we transplanted from his grandma. I had to resituate it, and the tubers were a little soft, so I don't know if what's going to happen there. His grandma did say, though, that if this doesn't do well or doesn't make it through the winter, we can come back, and she's got other splits that we could take. So we'll see what happens. And then sunflowers have a little bit of powdery mildew there. However, look how tall that one is. Oh, they're so pretty. And these ones' heads are hanging, so they're just about ready to harvest. I just keep these seeds. I have my seeds from last year, and I was going to put them in a bird feeder. And then there was an issue with avian flu in the spring, and they said don't have bird feeders. So I have a bunch of seeds saved. So I might take these heads and save them as well. We'll see what happens. It also depends again on how this evening goes. So these will all be done tonight if it gets too chilly, because the The cannas are hardy to like zone 7 or 8, so they don't like cool temperatures, as you can tell by the Angel Martin looking a little shredded. Also, look at this. Is that not amazing? These sunflowers are so pretty. I love them. Anyways, distracted, sorry. So the callas, when they die off, I'll cut them back, I'll pull the rhizomes and store them. They did really good last year, being stored downstairs. As far as the cannas go, I have been told that we can take them and put them in his grandmother's cold room. I just have to clean the rhizomes off and store them properly. And then come through, and like you can see, there's a couple of them that have seed pods that I can harvest. It just kills me that it's been cool enough that they all started flowering again, and then probably after tonight they'll be toast. But that is what we've got for the front yard. And so now take you into the backyard where all my frost tender plants are currently suffering, but they're done. So let's go. Whew. Okay, no escaping cat today either, which is nice. Okay, so harvested all the tomatoes pretty much. The pepper plants, we have boar mites again. I'm thinking it might be because I dumped the soil from last year underneath here, and they may have just found them. I'm gonna come through and probably pull any peppers that are ready, and then pretty much just kind of let stuff die where it is, and then I'm going to take them and put it in the beds when we buckle up the sides. I've got a couple of tomatoes here that got end rot on them, so they're no good. I harvested the majority of the tomatoes anyways, and I actually got a pretty good haul considering. So yeah, these pepper plants, you can see their leaves got chewed on. So I'll be pulling whatever peppers I can pull off of here. The beans are all out. The Cosmo and zinnias never flowered, which makes me sad, but next year I'll probably start them inside and move them out, because I just don't think our season's long enough. I could be wrong. I'll have to look into it. I did plant the T-Rex hosta. Let's see if we can see it. Yes, there we go. So it's real happy. That's where I've dumped a bunch of potting soil from my houseplants inside. So it'll really like it there. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. Yeah, so if it gets as cold as it's supposed to, which I'm pretty sure it's going to, this tomato plant will be dead. So I gotta pull any tomatoes off these ones. The zucchini will be done, the corn will be done, the okra will be done, probably all of my petunia baskets will be done. The sweet peas might be okay, but they're not fruiting, so I'm not sure if they follow along the same lines as actual peas. Pull the more catnip out, because I've been pulling off of that. It's finally dry. We got 0 eggplants this year, but again, I think I started those too late, and I started them outside. So if I want eggplant next year, I'll have to get a little more on top of things. Yeah, this is kind of what we got for a dying garden, and you know what? That's okay. It's part of gardening. I'm just annoyed that my okra plants are finally like, hey, let's grow. I did harvest a lot of okra off them though, but like, there's 4 right there that I probably won't get because that's still soft, so that's not even open yet. I got corn way up there. Whether it's a decent cob or not, I don't know. But yeah, there will be a whole bunch of stuff get ripped out this weekend for sure. The beets are okay in the ground still. The carrots are okay in the ground. The cucumber plant is done because it's frost tender and it's already not enjoying the chillier nights that we've been getting. I did get 2 cucumbers off of this, which is more than I expected. Not that I could do anything with them, and they ended up going to some critters in the house. The carrots tops are nice and lush, so if it gets cold tonight, the carrot tops will probably die off, but that's okay. They're pretty awesome. Harvested all the potatoes, planted the clematis, found a spider egg sac, so I can't put that basket away. Yeah. This is the mess that is the garden now. And you know what? It did good this year, all things considered. And I'm pretty proud of it. Even in the little bit of a disastrous state that it's in right now. But yeah, the plans, hopefully for this weekend, if the weather isn't too terrible, and by too terrible I mean it's not raining, and I said that out loud now, so it'll probably rain, is to clean everything up, get our sump dug, and buckle these sides up, because if you can see, I don't know, it kind of bows out a little bit, a lot of it, and so we're just going to put an additional support here and cinch it in so that our boards don't break. But yeah, that's kind of it for the year, for the 3rd year of having these beds out back here and learning what does and does not work. I'm not entirely sure what'll be next with this. I may do a quick video tomorrow after the freezing temperatures take everything out. And then, I don't know. We will see what happens. Because there is growing space inside the grow tent. So maybe we'll do some winter projects. And if we did winter projects, what would you want to see? Let me know. Always up for some ideas. But, thank you guys for hanging out with me in what might be the final full tour of 2022. And, thank you for following along and hanging out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.